What is up, YouTube? Hobidon here, and I'm back with another reaction video for all of you. Nah, I'm just kidding. This ain't a reaction video. This is another Sonic the Hedgehog IDW review. This is issue. We're going to do 2 issues today because I've been late. I've been busy. A lot's been happening, keeping me busy, keeping me away from doing all this, and some personal stuff I wanted to handle. So yeah, this review, we're doing Sonic IDW issue 80 and 81. Yeah, we're going to do 2 issues in one video. If you haven't, yeah, make sure to support Sonic IDW. The issues coming out, and with last left off, it basically Whisper got her revenge. Mimic is dead. Mimic is dead last issue, and Sonic is with the Chaotix, and they're here to investigate if Clutch is lying to them, or someone's in control of Eggman's facilities. So that being said, let's get on to review, shall we? Alrighty, the Sonic the Hedgehog, Vector the Crocodile, Espio the Chameleon, Charmy Bee, Clutch the Possum, Shadow the Hedgehog, and Rouge the Bat are involved in this. We start off in the Rainstorm Forest, where Sonic and the Chaotix meet one of the robots that, you know, the ones that you get chased from Sonic Unleashed and from Sonic Colors, that you have to dodge his attacks. You know that one, until you reach the end. We see the Chaotix, they avoid the attack, Sonic attacks it as well. And Sonic's like, they just wanted to, I think they're off to a good start. Vector tells them that 2 can play this game with an ambush game. Espio shows them what to do. Espio turns invisible, and Vector tells Charmy to back them up. Charmy spots the robot about to attack, only for Shadow the Hedgehog to show up and destroy it. And she leaves Charmy saying, "Never mind." Sonic compliments Shadow knowing how to make an entrance. Rouge the Bat shows up. Didn't expect them all to be here. They were good to say the same as well. And as for Rouge, she says he's pretty straightforward. She is looking for some. After the Clean Sweep Industries exposed themselves, they're selling illegal weapons. Polluting certain parties. They decide to investigate. The Chaotix told them that they should have contacted them. They already got dirt on Clutch the Possum. And Charmy tells them they got the intel from Jewel while Espio was captured by the bad guys, which Vector did not want to reference that. Shadow does not care. Shadow honestly does not care because finding them incompetent. Does not care finding the Chaotix incompetent. Sonic telling Shadow that ease up. They helped out exposing the bad guy. While Sonic wants to know, what is Shadow doing here? Doing a Rouge a favor? Shadow just simply says, I do not like Clutch. It's Clutch nonsense. That is all there is. Sonic's surprised, why didn't you bring Omega into this? Normally he would love blasting Eggman robots. Rouge decided, yeah, Omega would blow up everything in sight, and we need information. This a precious touch. Sonic says fair enough. The Chaotix says that they can handle this, they can smash any robot that comes their way. And Shadow said fine, but he tells them to be quiet about it, as they are being ambushed by more of those chase robots. The sneaky robots decide to attack our heroes. Rouge takes advantage of letting the others fight while she sneaks in. Espio follows her in pursuit. One of the Clean Street bases, as Rouge stops Espio from walking into one of Eggman's security drones. Espio says no problem, as he uses his shuriken and invisibility powers to destroy the security drones. Rouge is impressed, as she uses her own ways to break into the facility. One of her bombs, as is triggered by her kiss, blowing a kiss at it, it causes to self-destruct. It causes to explode. SBO comment, you call that a precise touch? Rouge said, well, the door did open, did it? As Rouge plugs in two flash drives to get some data out of the Restoration HQ, SBO also have his own flash drive. Rouge says, fine, we'll share the information. SBO tells Rouge he'll handle the guns. They check in with the boys as they download the intel. And we meet back with the boys. Vector, with his super strength, destroys these robots, and Charmy gets to pilot one of them. And Charmy managed to pilot and destroy the robots, fighting them and having a lot of fun here. Vector, surprise, says, not bad, but watch it. And we meet back with our favorite two hedgehogs, Sonic and Shadow. They team up and destroy the remaining robots. Sonic tells him, I'll go left, right, center. I'll go left, right, and center. Shadow says, that's fine. Sonic compliments, it's almost painful to be this cool, with Shadow with a compliment smirk. He agrees with him. SBO sees more defensive robots online. They are fully automatic, Clutch as telling them the truth. They're doing things on their own. Rouge tells them that the database facilities doesn't remotely match the locations publicly listed. She gives him the information, and she got her information. Rouge says the only problem you need to do is find a way to override and get into the defense systems to shut it down. SBO takes a book from Shadow the Hedgehog, the video game, and karate chops the keyboard. That's a nice callback. I like how Charmy is just having fun. They put up your dukes in the background, piloting the robots. Rouge said the Shadow learns that the defense systems are offline. Now, Sonic compliments, asks her about the rain now. Rouge is surprised that actually worked. SBO comments back, a precise touch. And she toys with him with a little bit flirtatious behavior, and thinking that flirtatious behavior, making him feel uncomfortable. Say, let's not stay here for too long. We don't get the other boys' imagination. Sorry about that, Rouge. Fans are already playing around with your flirtatious behavior, but you can't stop the shipping. So, Vector learns that Clutch's confession was pretty much true, but at the same time, the tassel felt like it was playing like an ambush. Sonic says Clutch is a creep, but I could see him setting some type of backup plan for something like this. Rouge the Bat tells him that, well, we got the information straight from the database of the facility, which Shadow just noticed and just snatches the device, the flash drive out of her hands and put it into his own device. Shadow says he used this to track down other locations and neutralize them. The Chaotix participates in helping them, and Shadow just says no and just teleports away. But he promised Rouge that he'll keep Rouge in touch. Rouge says, this is why I make a backup flash drive. The Chaotix says, well, that's everything, and they might as well head back. He tells Sonic thanks you for the help, and Sonic says no problem. Rouge and basically said their farewells with Rouge the Bat. Just when Rouge was about to leave, Sonic stops her. Sonic tells her that we had a Chaos Emerald at Tails' workshop, and was everything. No one broke in and break anything, but our Chaos Emerald was stolen. And he assumes that Rouge the Bat has a hand in it in taking their Chaos Emerald. Rouge, surprised, oh, you're accusing me? Well, I hate to break it to you, Sonic, but her Chaos Emerald that she took from the museum after teaming up with Tangle and the Rough and Tumble, her Chaos Emerald was stolen at her apartment. I'm surprised she has an apartment. Wow, okay. a luxury, gorgeous apartment that she has. I'm not sure where the city is located at, but hey, her Chaos Emerald was stolen somehow. Rouge says, "Tell you what, if I find anything, I'll make sure to tell you. I'll make sure to tell you." Sonic said, "Does that include returning any Ranger Emeralds back to where they came from?" Rouge says, "We'll see about it." As they take care of each other, Sonic looks out in the forest. Maybe it's just the rain, and he dashes off. We meet back with some of the Batniks. We meet back, and we see some of the Batniks are spying on Sonic and his friends, including Dr. Eggman. And they have possession of 6 of the Chaos Emeralds. Oh boy. This jumps us up into issue 81. Evan Stanley is writing this story. Sonic, Tails, Shadow, Rouge, and Dr. Eggman are involved in this. We meet off at a certain party at the city of Kesora, a palace of performances, and people are wearing masks. It's a party, it's a celebration, and Barry found another food job. Good for him. As the purple Chaos Emerald, the last emerald that hasn't been stolen, is up in display. This cost Sonic is wearing an owl mask. I'm not sure that's a reference to one of the owls in the certain artifacts. Tails is wearing a mask as well. They are here for the party, but also to be on the lookout for any Chaos Emerald thieves and hope that they have a. Tails said they have a plan. Tails says that they have a plan to catch the thief and who stole the Chaos Emerald. Sonic is aware, but hopefully to enjoy the party as well. We also meet up with Shadow the Hedgehog and Rouge the Bat. Rouge in a gorgeous dress as always. She always dressed to impress, while Shadow does not dress up at all. He does not use disguises. It's not his thing. Tails wants to know what's Rouge doing here. Are you looking for the Emerald Thief as well? Rouge says yes. She is here to find the Emerald Thief, as she is not very happy that someone stole from her. As you can see in her flashback that she's been searching for that Chaos Emerald. That her white Chaos Emerald has been stolen. But even though she cannot find the one that she found, she could always take the purple Chaos Emerald as a replacement. Sonic talks to Shadow. He said, what about you? You make a pass on the Emerald, and you can't just use Chaos Control without one after all? Shadow says, no, my own power is more than enough. The Chaos Emerald's safety is more important, according to Shadow. Although that purple Chaos Emerald would be in safer hands under him. Sonic teases him, are you sure you're not really here for the food? As Sonic has olives on his fingers, which Shadow does not like. As the announcer make an announcement, having their attention, that they're going to have a special event and a special performance, as they place the Chaos Emerald in a glass-like dome, illuminating purple light for the show. As the trapeze performers, the Celestial troops, start doing their performance. They start doing flips, making the announcement, making the audience look amazed. They're very flips and gliding through the air. They are sugar gliders, according to the info. Sonic's surprised. Their moves are pretty good, and Rouge also agrees as well, saying that this will make a great distraction. Moments when she says that, a smoke bomb explodes as the familiar character, as a new character steps into play. As this character is known as Lunar. Lunar, the Master Thief. Lunar is according to Evan Stanley, Lunar is binary. We would prefer to Lunar as Lunar. Lunar takes a bow and bows as Lunar takes the Chaos Emerald. And Luna makes Luna's leave. Luna takes takes their leave and glides past the audience. Rouge basically blocks Tails and Sonic's way because everyone's for themselves for that Chaos Emerald. Shadow dashes off along with Rouge. Says, "Sorry, this is a Chaos Emerald on the line. Everyone for themselves." And Sonic and Shadow and Rouge are on to start lead. Sonic saying they made a big mistake, clearing a path for them as Sonic and Tails boost to the other side. And it's a race for the Chaos Emerald as Lunar takes their leave. Shadow and Rouge dashes behind her. Ooh, a monkey character. And we also see the conductor and his wife is there as well. Well, we did see Barry, so it makes sense that we see the conductor. Sonic jumps up, takes a huge leave, jumps on a... Sonic managed to grab behind Lunar and tells him, "Okay, give me the Chaos Emerald or else a angry, cranky hedgehog is on its way." Lunar tells Sonic, "What emerald?" Sonic's like, "Oh, come on," as Shadow destroys the platform they are on. According to the information, Shadow was going to have a sword here, but it was scrapped because of Sega. It was scrapped because of Sega. Shadow was not going to get a sword here. Sonic tells Shadow, "Don't worry, we got a plan here." Tells Shadow that they work. Come on, listen to Tails. They have a plan. Shadow is not having it, saying, "I seen the way you two chase down Chaos Emeralds," and he's not a fan. As Lunar tells the two hedgehogs and makes their leave, as Lunar tells them, catch Lunar if you can, catch them if you can. I'm trying my best not to give Lunar a gender because it's very difficult, and I know some people are very sensitive. I am trying my best, people. Lunar, as they chase them around, tells Sonic that Shadow will not stop for anything, so you have to be careful, especially if people are going to get hurt. Sonic is aware. Rouge throws surprise bombs to blind Tails, causing Tails to drop Sonic, as this caused Rouge and Shadow to take a lead. Sonic lands on a flying platform, which gives him a lift. Sonic said, "I'll deal with Shadow, you take care of Rouge." Tails agrees. Sonic catches up to Rouge and Shadow, saying, "Hey, Shadow, you're hitching a ride with Rouge? Guess you really are light as your feet, and I am faster than you." Rouge is telling Shadow he's baiting you. Shadow is aware that he is. "I know." Sonic said, "Fine, you got me. I am baiting you, but the fact that the only way to get the Chaos Emerald is to get through me." Shadow is aware of this, but he takes the bait anyway, and he dashes off, chasing after Sonic. Tails go after Rouge. Rouge is surprised that he's up on his feet so soon, as she throws her surprise bombs at Tails. Tails, with quick thinking, grabs a cloth, wraps the bombs, and throw it back at Rouge, causing Rouge to crash at a popcorn cart. Oh, Rouge don't like that. Tails get payback on Rouge on that part. As Sonic meet up with Lunar, Shadow catches up as well. This scene here, according to this part, Shadow was supposed to take a sword out of a performer's mouth and attack them. As you would later on see the panel, the performer with the ribbon. The performer with the ribbon was supposed to have a sword in his... Like, you know how those performers where they swallow a sword in their throat? Shadow was supposed to take the sword out of his throat. So they cut that out of the comic. Shadow says he's not here for your backstory. He tells him to head over a Chaos Emerald. Sonic said, "Hey, none of this is adding up. We need answers, Shadow, not just starting up a fight." Shadow says he's not backing down. When his quarry is right in front of him, you can get all the answers once I take the emerald out of his hands. That's what Shadow says. As our two hedgehogs are fighting blow for blow, matching each other's attacks. Shadow with the leg sweep. Shadow saying you could be more concerned about your position. Sonic said, yeah, should I take a look around you? As he makes the whole audience look, he makes Shadow look bad in front of the audience. Shadow, with the common sense, decides to stop work before things get any worse. That audience over there holding his chest. Yeah, that's the one. Rouge telling Shadow, are we going to catch up to the Jester? Shadow just quietly leaves as Rouge is wondering, where are you going? Tails catches up. He said, there you are. Did Shadow give you much trouble? Sonic responds, nothing he could handle. Our mystery friend did get away, but the plan did work. As Tails explains that when Sonic jumped on top of Luna, Sonic places a tracking device on their back. That way they can locate where Luna is located, somewhere in the city. And as Sonic and Tails head off to a warehouse location, they hope to find their master thief, and so they do. Sonic spin dashes upwards in front of Luna's face. He said, alright, the jig is up. We want answers now. Lunar is acting less confident than they was before, and almost like a completely different person. As Lunar is telling Sonic to take the emerald. He doesn't know how he got this emerald, and he'd be in very, very big trouble if something like this happens. So Lunar is telling Sonic and Tails to take the purple Chaos Emerald, and he doesn't want to get any trouble into this. Sonic tells Tails, "Do you think this is a trap?" Tails doesn't know, but we won't know for sure. So Sonic reaches out for his hand to get the Chaos Emerald from Luna's hands. Meanwhile, we meet up with Dr. Eggman, and only for a few hours, Eggman will be arriving with a few of his Eggman robots, heading to attack the city and destroy the city to get the Chaos Emerald. And we see a shot of the moon that is blown in half. Overall, that was it. That was issue 1, issue 80 and 81. Yeah, this issue is the next up. This is the Lunar, the Sugar Glider story arc. A new character, new antagonist, new rival. Who's gonna get the Chaos Emeralds? I'm guessing the Chaos Emeralds are gonna be scattered because after this story arc, spoiler alert, Sage makes her appearance in IDW. So the events of Sonic Frontiers happen somewhere between them. And we do see Sonic, Bella, Eggman, Tails, and Sage in the next few issues. We just gotta get past a couple of more issues along the way. So Sonic Frontiers, Sage will make her appearance in some way, and she's wearing the white dress, so I'm guessing the DLC ending is canon in this. So then again, IDW Sonic is side canon to the video game's timeline to add more lore. Anywho, thank you guys for watching my review. I hope you enjoyed this. What were your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments down below. What were your thoughts on Lunar, the Sugar Glider? What do you think is going on? What do you think might happen? Let me know in the comments down below. Take care, have a great day, be safe, and most importantly, stay frosty and stay healthy out there. And I'll see you guys in the next Sonic IDW review. Bye-bye.
Okay, now you die.